hearts like a shadow king. Candlesticks dance where the prophets sing. Pivoting breakouts, his gospel's clear. Mean reversion whispers what no one hears. Opening range, he strikes the key position right where the games will be. Market wizardly. Every tech bend says decree. Forex waves obey the sea. Bow down to the market structure trader. Indices tremble when his cursor flies. Fibonacci lines cut through the lies. Algorithm falter at his stare. While rookies gamble, he's prepared. Risk is locked and the stops are tight. His strategy hunts through the dead of night. Market wizardly. Every trade a prophecy. Stacks his wins for all to see. The throne belongs to the market structure trader. Trader. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. 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 Click, clack, charts attack, candlesticks, they spark the track. Lead move silent, market crack, profit stack, no turning back. Opening range, that's the game. Breakout hits, never the same. Algorithms play, but he rewires the frame. Banks whisper his name. Whipping forex, indices flex, numbers dance. What's coming next? Green lights flash, P&L stretch. Risk managed, he never sweats. West fact buzz and traders peep. Lessons deep, no time to sleep. Market's a beast, Lee's got the leash. Feast at the feast, his game's elite. Market structures his domain. Leads the king, they know his name. Breakout sharp, he fuels the flame. Trading charts is not a game. Pip by pip, he stacking high. Mean reversion, banks comply. Lead the reason markets run.
Good afternoon. How are we all doing? Happy Friday. It's finally Friday. Thank God. Right. Let's see what's going on. It's markets are already open. Lovely break on the DAX this morning. Where's my pen? Haven't got it. Yeah, I had a nice break this morning on the DAX. So good money. Morning, Marco. Afternoon, even. Mumo, Baggy, Ladder. How are you doing? It's time. Chris, afternoon. Yesterday was a wee bit scary, but green. Yeah. It was a hectic day yesterday. Big day. But yeah, we'll have a look at that in a minute. So DAX this morning, really nice and easy. Clean break on the 10-minute opening range, straight up, target, and then stopped out on the trailer. Came back down into the open, bounced out, went up to the high of the day, bounced down, and looks like we're starting market structure long now. So we'll see where we go. But DAX is done anyway. I've cancelled off the pending short on that one. No trades on at the moment. Market's obviously not had 5 minutes yet, but we'll see where we go. The news today, it's PMI day today, so we've had a fair bit of news coming out. Really bad numbers on retail for the pound. Wasn't really any reaction to it though. If you look at the pound pairs today, we didn't really get much movement. That was the move there. No, it wasn't. It was here. So yeah, just kind of whipsawed a little bit this morning. Nothing happened on that. The Eurozone numbers came out bearish as well. We had, the PMI numbers for the pound were mixed. Canadian retail, nothing happened on that. We've got PMIs in 15 minutes. So the US dollar ones basically are the ones that are coming out in 15 minutes. So just be aware today. Sometimes the market waits for the numbers and we get kind of that whippy kind of 15-minute open, but we'll see. The markets have been anything but quiet over the last couple of days. So that's coming out in 15 minutes. We've got Michigan revisions coming out at 3, can move the market. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. We are forecasting now to miss a Fed decrease, basically in December. There you go, there's Logan confirming it. Would find it difficult to cut again in December. So a lot of the big banks have downgraded the Fed drop and are now looking for the Fed not to drop. Usually what happens with that is we tend to see weakness in the dollar. However, if you look at yesterday, that is certainly not the case, is it? And the day before as well. So it's a little bit mixed at the moment, but it does look like there's a little bit of potential strength coming into the dollar, but it's really not massively strong. You would expect it to be weak. In fact, it's not, is it? It's fairly strong, the dollar at the minute, but nothing dramatic. There's your ADRs today. Silver, again. Silver's been ADRing literally almost every day. This thing's off the charts at the moment. Aussie dollar yen is an ADR today as well. That's just come straight down. Beautiful 5-minute reversal on that one here. And that one's taken back off again. So Aussie dollar yen, really nice ADR reversal. Swiss yen, nice ADR reversal as well. ADR opportunity. You didn't get a reversal here because it was up there. This new low that went in gave you a reversal on that candle there, and it's just pushed down and made a new low again. So that was the entry there. You'd be targeting up into there, but it's not really gone anywhere at the moment. So there's an opportunity still on the Swiss yen for a long. Euro yen as well. 125 ADR, as you can see, there's been no reversal alert on that one yet. I would probably just take a break of that high, to be honest. Looking like it's going to go. But anyway, Euro, US dollar, pound yen, New Zealand, Swiss. So lots of yen movement today, as you can see. Euro, US dollar, that's come off there. A bit too big, that move, wouldn't it? No RSIs. Nothing to look at all on RSI today. All the RSIs are reset and completely flat. 5-minute range is in. Dow, nice big range. Same with the NASDAQ. So absolute whipsaw today at the open. No trade at the moment on gold. There was a trade on gold this morning. If you didn't protect it, I did. So that was the break there. Stop loss on this one was somewhere down here. So if you did take that gold one this morning, I decided to move it to break even because I'd made 3% on the DAX. So I decided to move it to break even, and it did come back and break even me, but it has taken off, and you would have hit target on that. Target was somewhere around about there. So you'd be out on that now. I think actually target was somewhere around there. It just missed target. I was toying with the idea of taking it off, but there was no point because already banked. So there was a trade on gold this morning, and you'll still be in it probably if you didn't muck about with stop losses. Long on the Dow. So looking at where we're going today on these. Oh, lovely. Yeah. So obviously this move that, unless you, I don't know. I saw a post on Top Step on their Facebook group. Some guy basically said, I got absolutely killed yesterday in the market and I blew my account. And I was like, how could you possibly not make money out of that? But basically, he bought it. He just kept buying it as it came down. As far as I'm concerned on this, there wasn't one buy signal yesterday anywhere. Yeah, I can't see any reason to buy this. You had a green candle there, which was an outside bar, indecision. You had an inside bar there, indecision. Came down to here. You had two dojis, indecision. I just don't know how you bought this yesterday, but people did. There's absolutely nothing anywhere. I suppose on the 1 minute chart, maybe there might have been some signals, but don't trade 1 minute charts. So yeah, long on the Dow, no trade at the moment on the NASDAQ. So it is a bit dangerous today because we might well just do that for 15 minutes, but we'll see where we go. Looks like we're breaking short on the NASDAQ as well. Trying to. We're inside bar at the moment, so we'll see where we go. Afternoon, Fletch, Pleiades, Hawkeye, Road. How are we doing? So from an FX perspective at the moment, obviously there's a news opportunity this afternoon with the PMI numbers. When the PMI numbers come out for the US, we'll obviously see where we go. But there is opportunity to trade that news when that comes out. At the moment, as you can see, we've got that ever so slight strength that we've had for a few days now. Fib is, that's from another chart. But we are kind of looking like we might try here, push back up. But we'll wait and see. Definitely bearish market structure at the moment. So we'll see where we go. If that news comes out positive for the US, I can see us 150 ADR and testing the 2-week low today. So we'll see what the news is, but that's very much within reach. And I would love to long that. So that'd be a nice little long if we can get down to there today, 150 ADR. Stopped out on the Dow. Short NASDAQ. Whippy. I went through in the member stream this morning. We did a good session this morning on adding to winners after yesterday's movement. So we did a full analysis on all the trades yesterday that generated that 5% profit. I was just over 8% down in New York after the initial opening range yesterday, and pulled it back to 5.62%. So 13% gains from about 10 minutes, 15 minutes after the open. So I went through and did a full analysis of all those trades yesterday, this morning in the members stream. So if you are a member and you haven't watched that yet, it's worth going to look at that, talking about scaling in to trades and recouping losses and all that sort of stuff, which it looks like might have to do today as well. Because at the moment, this thing is going absolutely nowhere. So we are going to reset the 15-minute range, assuming we don't trigger short. We've got 4 minutes left before we get that 15-minute range close, and that is when the PMI number is going to hit. So we're going to stop out on the NASDAQ. So 2 stop outs so far today. Fridays, love it. Don't trigger before the news, please. I'd like to see you sit inside this range before the news, and then we'll just get that massive PMI spike and we'll make a load of money. So pulling back. So yeah, this is kind of what I was a little bit worried of when you got news coming out. Just this sitting around. They're just basically wiping everything out. It happens. Sometimes it doesn't. It just flies. And then the PMI numbers and everything else will just make it fly further. Going to trigger short on the Dow, I think. Okay. That's not ideal. Basically, all this is going short before a PMI number is a 50-50 coin flip. If PMI does that, stopped out. If PMI does that, win. But trading is a 50-50, isn't it? So you can go up or down. So short on the Dow now after the failed stop out to the upside. Targets to the downside today. You're going to be looking at new lows from yesterday's low. This is held up really well today. In Globex, we've tested this area 3 times so far, and it's held. We tested it twice yesterday as we finished that massive bear run that we put in. So this is a very, very strong support. So if we hit that with any strength whatsoever, I can see us flying straight through there and everybody flipping short at that point. Again, that's what we were talking about today, about the flip. That's quite possibly today's play short when those numbers come out in 2 minutes. So we'll watch this. But if it goes up, I wouldn't have any problem taking another long on this either today. See where we go. There's loads of upside. So basically the upside break today, that's your high of the day. That's the high from previous day, or rather the close of previous day. So this is a propulsion gap, basically. Pretty much this entire thing is a propulsion gap. So anywhere in there, you're looking to find some sellers. So, you know, you're going to smash through that target as long as you can break that high. But we'll see where we go. So PMI is just about to come out. We'll see this run as soon as that number comes out anyway. So no trade on the NASDAQ, but the short will get replaced on the 15-minute range as soon as that candle opens. Hopefully. There we go. The pending's triggered. Numbers are out. Okay, I would say the numbers are forecast because we've got absolutely no movement on that at all. Let's see if we can get them quickly on Forex Factory. Yeah, forecast pretty much. So we've got, 52 was a forecast. We got a 51.9, 54.6. We got a 55. So pretty much as forecast. We were 54.8, so no change basically, hence no movement. So reset on the NASDAQ, no trade on gold today. There we go, short NASDAQ. Okay, so short the market, basically same play as yesterday, catastrophic drop. See if it continues. Anybody got any FX pairs they want to look at all? Let me know. Which level has to get broken in gold to get an idea in which direction it will move? Is it the H4? Don't know. Let's have a look. You've just had a reversal long out of that propulsion gap. So, I mean, if I was going to go long, I'd look at taking a break of this high here. Could take a break of that high there. But then you're at ADR. I don't know on that. I mean, gold's just not going anywhere at the moment, is it? So break of that low on a 4 hour will confirm shorts. I mean, both of those areas there really, but you know what? If you're trading the 4 hour time frame, you're looking for a break of that high or that high to trade it up into here. If you're going to trade on the 4 hour shorts, you break that low or that low, trading down into here. That's the trade. But I mean, it's just not going anywhere at the moment. Gold is stuck fast. After this, you know, don't forget the gold's had the largest move ever in history. We've never had a parabolic move of that magnitude in that amount of time ever. This is just unwarranted. That's why we had that 50% retracement that happened within a week. Yeah, so we went up for just over 2 months, and then we undid the lot in a week, well, 50% of it in a week, climbing up the stairs, down the elevator shaft. So basically we're in shock now. This is the same move as you see with most things that go parabolic. If you look at the US dollar yen intervention, it's the same thing. Look, what happens is after a parabolic move, you get the retracement and then you get the shock. It's like, what the hell do we do now? Because we're used to doing that for such a long time. Once the profit is taken, there is no directional bias. There's no reason for the dollar to be moving in either direction at the moment. That's a really nice looking short on the daily, look. That 3-bar reversal going in. Extended above the 80 on the daily. 4-hour reversal alert. Let's just come out of extension at 90, 88. Don't know on gold. Pulled back inside range on Nasdaq. It's not going anywhere today, is it? Market's a little bit quiet. US dollar CAD. Look at. So US dollar CAD's holding in propulsion at the moment. So we're inside bar on the 4-hour, nicely extended for a short. Look for a pullback into here. I mean, it's stuck at the minute, isn't it? So I'd be much more inclined to short than long. But it's not really going anywhere. Thought I was in that. No, it was Euro US dollar I got out of yesterday. No, I don't know. I wasn't in US dollar CAD at all. I was in Euro US dollar yesterday. Got out of that. Yes, don't know on that one. US dollar CAD. It's not really going anywhere at the moment, but it's more of a short than a long. It's just stuck. So looking, obviously this is, where are we? Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, low, out of propulsion. I'll be looking for a pullback into here and then potentially retesting that high, or this is a new high, this M pattern, which is going to form a lower high and then a lower low, coming back down into here, probably down into here. It's extended, so I'd rather short it. And then you've got a lovely setup for a second entry at that double top. Play it back down into here. So if you get in here and there, your average will be there. You can target that propulsion gap easily. New Zealand CAD. So that's along from Wednesday. I'm in the pound CAD. So I'm in pound CAD at the moment. Long, which is pretty similar. It's a little bit less extended, but so that was your RSI extension from Wednesday. You had an entry back here which obviously you got out of propulsion at. So yeah, I'll be looking for it to push up into here. Market structure's short at the moment, bearish. So nice downward movement. It's expanding out though, so potentially that's what I'd be looking for. Long from there and back up into there. Right, let's see where these markets are going. Nowhere. This looks like a stop out again on the NASDAQ. Very, very close to stopping out. Not going anywhere, is it? So it's going to be one of those days where we're going to have to babysit this. Or actually, it might be one of those days where I just take the hit and just go, nah, I just don't like having red. I'm becoming a greenist. There we go. Stopped out on the NASDAQ second. So 30-minute range is here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So there's a 30-minute range low going in. When the next candle closes. Long gold, if you are ignoring the ranges, long. Get rid of that sell stop down there. I'm not going to take that. It's too far away. What a mess today, eh? So long NASDAQ. So trades I've got on at the moment, position trading wise, I'm long DAX from, what have I got? 3 on DAX, 23,520 is my average, which is sort of there-ish. So I'm long DAX, obviously on this pullback. So entry was back here. When we gapped down, didn't get out there. Is that not 1 ADR? 389. I think I'm set to one. Yeah, I'm set to 1.5 ADR targets at the moment. So that wasn't quite target. I should have taken it. Anyway, so in on the DAX at the moment, 3 entries, average is there. So looking for a push back up into here. Also long on the Dow. Very similar. So in from here. 3 entries on the Dow. Looking for a push back up into there. Out of this propulsion gap. Aussie New Zealand short. That one's in profit at the moment. CAD Yen. It's just a single on that. CAD Yen is break even right now. That's got 4 on CAD Yen, and basically that is break even. So looking to push down into that propulsion down here. And pound CAD longs, but that's going absolutely nowhere. So I've got 4 positions on this pound CAD, pretty much at break even right now, actually 0.1% in drawdown. So looking for a retest of those highs. If we get back there next week, we're not going to get there today. It's 150 ADR. I mean, we might do, but we'd have to take a hell of a drop in the US dollar for that to happen. But if we get back up to there, I'm going to get out of this and just take whatever that is. But that's all I've got on at the moment. No other entries. Jesus, look at the state of this today. What a mess. 3 stop outs on the NASDAQ within 25 minutes. Couldn't make it up, could you? Right, so shorts on the Dow is the only hope at the moment today. 30-minute range is going to go in here. So I will trade the 30-minute range. Be one of those rare days where you manage to get 4 trades on. You don't often get 4 opportunities because you've got to stop out very, very quickly. The only way you're going to do that is if you get very big candles like we've got today, where you get that type of price action. Yeah, so very volatile. 15% of ADR every candlestick. So you can't do anything about that. If it's just going to put in 15% ADR in both directions pretty much every 5 minutes, Ain't got hope in hell. Need to wait for it to settle. These are the days I get comments. I get people contacting me on days like this saying, why don't you trade the 15-minute range? Because the 15-minute range would have been the one to take today. You'd have been short and stopped out. Now you'd be long and stopped out. So you've only got 2 stop outs today instead of 3. Well done. If only it were that simple. So just wait for this range to finish. So that Globex high is retested. So buyers are unable to go long today. Sellers have tried to make progress. They're being beaten back as well. So realistic targets today, Globex lows really, I would say, would be, wouldn't want to try and risk anything lower than that because it's very range bound. If we can break high, yeah, getting up into this area here is potentially on the cards, but very difficult. It's not a very clean range either. Bit of a mess today, isn't it? I will have another crack at a long on it though. We'll see where price action goes. At the minute, just going to sit on my hands and see what the Dow does. It's just whippy as hell, isn't it? Absolute mess. So that bearish propulsion gap at the moment is holding, but we've got massive wicks to the downside. So yeah, we are being held, but not easily. These lows are holding again. Look, can't get out of this low. This is the line in the sand at the minute. I'll stop out on that as well. I think I might just call it a day and take the loss. One of those days where you just think, do I want to fight this today? 30-minute range is in on the NASDAQ, so there is a long and a short opportunity on the NAS on that 30 range. Partial profit is the low of Globex, which is absolutely fine. So that's pretty much it for me. I'm not going to fight this today. This is one of the days where if you just keep trying to get in, you can potentially just keep getting stopped out over and over and over again. Just got no momentum whatsoever, as it you just want to wait. Look at it all day. Yeah, we've had massive PMI news all day. We've had PMIs out for the US now, and this thing's just flatlined. It's dead. Yesterday was absolute shock, wasn't it? Market's just like sitting there going, what the hell do we do next? Everything collapsed yesterday. So, I mean, it may continue. If it continues that downward leg, so be it. But I mean, it's Friday afternoon. I'd be very surprised if we can get enough momentum to break out. NASDAQ looks like it might be having a go. We'll see. I'm definitely calling it a day. Yeah, it's one of them today, isn't it? If the NASDAQ does break short, though, it will take the Dow down with it, which means we will get the Dow trade as well. So if the Dow and the NASDAQ both break short, all it's going to do is get me back to a break even today, which is fine. I'll take a break even today. It's the first day we've had this type of price action that's just not gone anywhere, isn't it? Loads of alerts going off. US dollar CAD, US dollar yen, CAD yen, euro yen, 125s and 150 ADRs, US dollar yen ADR. Look at that. Wow, that's a big spike, that. US dollar yen hit ADR at 301, and at 302 it hit 125 ADR. So somebody's just pumped the yen. Gap down, look. So we just had a big influx into the yen. Safe haven run. That's Michigan just come out. quite sure why they'd do that. That was Michigan. I'm not quite sure why it's the yen that's been pumped on that, but it has. So euro yen now, 150 ADR. Just a whipsaw that. CAD yen, I'm closing out CAD yen. I've got 4 on that, and I've got 0.25% I can just take, so I'm just shutting it. Gone. In fact, $18 on the month for the position trader account this month. Very good month. Very stable. Short NASDAQ. We'll see if we go short here. If we don't go short here, if this one stops out, I'm done. There's no point in battling this today. 6-bar range is too small on gold as well. It's not enough volume coming through at all. This isn't looking amazing at the moment, is it? So decent rejection on the Dow. We just had a push to the upside, which has been rejected. So that's that propulsion gap. Holding. So sellers stepping back in on the bear move at the open. Got to beat this iceberg order down here, though. So this is held up so far. So this is your battleground today for the Dow. Yeah, here. This whole area, this whole area here basically on the Dow is just full of buy orders. So it's going to take some serious selling to get through that on a Friday afternoon. Can't see it. Just whipping it. Stopping out on the NASDAQ and cancelling out the pending long. I'll wait to stop out on it, but I'm cancelling the pending long. It'd be done for the day. I'm not giving back the entire week's profits just because they can't be asked to move the market today. Up 9%. Done. Out. So that's it. Stopped out again. Just no action today. So either that Dow is going to break or it's not. Either way, it's a loss today. So that's ruined the week, but not a lot we can do about that. C'est la vie. It's Friday. Stopping out on the Dow as well in a second. So yeah, I'd leave it. I'll be back on Monday. We'll have a look at it again. So just bear in mind, we are still November. We've got Lagarde and Schlegel speaking tomorrow. Next week, we've got, obviously we've had this drought in news. I was expecting a much bigger week on the US this week than we've had. We've had a big drop in the indices, so it looks like we are getting this bear market, but I don't think we're getting it today. Next week, we've got PPI numbers coming out. It's a busy week next week. We've got Australian CPI. We've got the New Zealand rate, which they're looking to drop. So dropping the New Zealand dollar. So if you were short Aussie New Zealand and you're not out yet, I'd get out because that New Zealand dollar is probably going to weaken next week. In fact, I've got an Aussie New Zealand short on at the moment, which I'm just going to take that off 0.25%. That puts me on 0.5% for the day. I'm out of that Aussie New Zealand short. So that was this trade here. Yeah, so I'm out of that. So we've got that coming out next week. We've got unemployment claims again, obviously. We've got potentially GDP and PCE. All this data is the delayed data. So they've still got it down as tentative. But, you know, we should be getting that. And then we got GDP for the CAD on Friday. But one thing we've got next week, which has got the potential to cause a catastrophic change in the pound, is the budget. So next Wednesday, usually it's 12:30-ish. We get the autumn statement, as it's called, but it's called the budget in the UK. And there is very much potential for a lot of tax changes, which could have a big impact on business. So Reeves has said there's no change to personal tax, which would have been a manifesto pledge break, basically. But they have got to get money from somewhere. So there is rumblings that basically businesses are going to get hit. If businesses get hit, that is going to drop the pound, basically. So next Wednesday is going to be quite pivotal for the pound. The market doesn't seem to, at the moment, have a clue where to go. As you can see, this week has been just sideways. We have made a little bit of progress, ever so slightly, but as you can see, we're in a holding pattern at the moment. Swiss franc's been weak, that's why that's gone. Obviously, the yen's been moving, but other than that, we're dead. So if you've got any pound exposure on at the moment, I've got a pound CAD at the moment, which I've got longs on. I'd be looking to get out of this by Wednesday next week. That's the pound US dollar, but I've got pound CAD longs on. So I'll be looking to get out of that. As I said, if we can get back up into this 150 ADR, I'll be done on that. Monday, Tuesday, ideally, I want to see us pushing up into there, and I'll be out by Wednesday because there is potential for that to really drop. So we'll see what happens, but there's a lot of news next week. We've still got all this tail end news that we've been missing for the US dollar, so we could have quite a busy one. But Aussie dollar CPI and New Zealand rate coming out on the same day. If that CPI figure is up, i.e. we go above the 3.5 and they do the 2.25, that Aussie New Zealand's going north. So just be aware of that if you are in, I know there's a few people that were stuck in the Aussie New Zealand. We had this lovely exit opportunity over the last week, end of last week and this week. And I think potentially we could see movement to the downside to try and break that low before we get the news. But just be aware of what's coming up next week if you are not out of it. And it might be worth doing some drawdown control and just getting some of that off. So be careful. It's been a good week. Yeah, it's been a good week. Yeah, out of that. So that's it. That's my good week. My good week is 6%. Look at that. How to finish the week. It's just ruined it, isn't it? It's ruined it. Ruined it. All green. And I've been all green there for about a week as well. That's the first down day I've had. I don't know. First down day I've had for about 8 days, I think. And you watch this now. You watch this break and you watch this do ADR. Yeah, without us. Just this open is just shocking, but you watch. I'm not even going to... I'm shutting my charts. It's Friday afternoon. Other things to do, apart from get chopped to death. Live to fight another day. Have a great weekend. Yeah, exactly. Right, so I'm back on Monday. We'll obviously trade the DAX and everything as usual. So next week's calendar, still the same as usual. So Monday morning, 8 o'clock, we'll have a look at what's coming up on the news, trade the DAX, trade the opening range break. Member stream at 9 o'clock, Wednesday member stream, Wednesday afternoon, NASDAQ Dow and Gold, Friday afternoon, NASDAQ Dow and Gold, and Friday morning member stream. The usual stuff repeating again. Member streams, obviously we've covered all of the MST Academy stuff now, so this is all complete, all this 35 odd hours. And obviously we're now filling out these specials. That was watched because I've watched it. I delivered it. So yeah, all this is... we're just going to start going into specialist topics now and just basically looking at managing positions and running accounts, really. So, all right. So join in that if you want to next week. I'll be back on Monday morning. And other than that, have a good weekend and go and do something else because this isn't going to work. I'll see you next week.
Yeah. clack, charts attack, candlesticks, they spark the track. Lead move silent, market crack, profit stack, no turning back. Opening range, that's the game. Breakout hits, never the same. Algorithms play, but he rewires the frame. Banks whisper his name. Flipping forex, indices flex, numbers dance. What's coming next? Green lights flash, P&L stretch. Risk managed, he never sweats. West fact buzz and traders peep. Lessons deep, no time to sleep. Market's a beast, league got the leash. Feast at the feast, his game's elite. Market structures is domain. Leads the king, they know his name. Breakout sharp, he fuels the flame. Trading charts is not a game. Pip by pip, he stacking high. Mean reversion, banks comply. Leads the reason markets run. Leads the reason markets run. Candles lit, wicks on fire, spread so tight the stakes get higher. Institutional flow, he's the supplier. Positions held till charts retire. Data feeds, news he reads. Fibonacci match the seeds. Supply demand his mind exceeds. Trades ignite like lightning speed. Stop loss tight, take profit wide. Leads precision, unmatched drive. Liquidity pools, banks coincide. Retail's blind, leads the guide. Charts unfold, the stories told. Entry bold, accounts in gold. Trade by trade, the wins are sold. Market alchemy, legends mode. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lead the reason markets run. Lead the reason markets run. Lead the reason markets run.
Lee wakes at dawn to a glowing screen. Charts and candles, the digital sheen. Open in range, his weapon so keen. He's the structured trader, a market machine. Bank moves, he mimics, he plays their game. Near reversion, glory is his claim to fame. Market structure king. Watch him do his thing. Pips and points, the profit sing. Trading like the banks, he's in control. Leaves the master filling his bankroll. Leaves the master filling his bankroll. His mind's a map of supply and demand, turning charts to gold with a steady hand. Forex flows like rivers in his plan. Aces bow to the market man. Break out at the open, the strategy's tight. Position for the swing, he wins the fight. Risk is measured, the balance precise. Leads on the rise, he rolls the market structure king. Watch him do his thing. Pips and points, the profit sing. Trading like the banks, he's in control. Leaves the master filling his bankroll. Leave the master filling his bankroll.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Leads on the charts, Watching the flow, candles rise up, then they drop down low. Pips in his pocket, he's stacking it tall. Market structure trader, he's got it all. Open and range, it's the key to the game. Breakout moves, profits calling his name. Market structure leads the king. Trading waves, let the profits sing. Mean reversion, he's locked and loaded. Like the banks, his strategy's coded. Just don't lie, he reads every line. Forex indexes, he's making it shine. Positions held with precision and grace. Leads in control, it's his trading space. Open and range, it's the start of the show. He's a pro, yeah, he's running the flow. Market structure leads the king. Trading waves, let the profits sing. Mean reversion, he's locked and loaded. Like the banks, his strategy's coded. He walks the charts like a shadow king. Candlesticks dance where the prophets sing. Pivots and breakouts, his gospel's clear. Mean reversion whispers what no one hears. Open in range, he strikes the key position right where the games will be. Market wizardry. Every tech bend says decree. Forex waves obey the sea. Bow down to the market structure trader. Indices tremble when his cursor flies. Fibonacci lines cut through the lies. Algorithm falter at his stare. While rookies gamble, he's prepared. Risk is locked and the stops are tight. His strategy hunts through the dead of night. Market wizardry. Every trade a prophecy. Stacks his wins for all to see. The throne belongs to the market structure trader. Trader. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. 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 clack, charts attack, candlesticks, they spark the track. Lead move silent, market crack, profit stack, no turning back. Opening range, that's the game. Breakout hits, never the same. Algorithms play, but he rewires the frame. Banks whisper his name. Flipping forex, indices flex, numbers dance. What's coming next? Green lights flash, P&L stretch, risk managed, he never sweats. West fact buzz and traders peep. Lessons deep, no time to sleep. Market's a beast, league got the leash. Feast at the feast, his game's elite. Market structures is domain. Leads the king, they know his name. Breakout sharp, he fuels the flame. Trading charts is not a game. Pip by pip, he stacking high. Mean reversion, banks comply. Leads the reason markets run. Leads the reason markets run. Candles lit, wicks on fire, spread so tight the stakes get higher. Institutional flow, he's the supplier. Positions held till charts retire. Data feeds, news he reads. Fibonacci maps the seeds. Supply demand his mind exceeds. Trades ignite like lightning speed. Stop loss tight, take profit wide. Leads precision, unmatched drive. Liquidity pools, banks coincide. Retail's blind, leads the guide. Charts unfold, the stories told. Entry bold, accounts in gold. Trade by trade, the wins are sold. Market alchemy, legends mode. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lead the reason markets run. Lead the reason markets run. Lead the reason markets run.
Lee wakes at dawn to a glowing screen. Charts and candles, the digital sheen. Open in range, his weapon so keen. He's the structured trader, a market machine. Bank moves, he mimics, he plays their game. Near reversion, glory is his claim to fame. Market structure king. Watch him do his thing. Pips and points, the profit sing. Trading like the banks, he's in control. Leaves the master filling his bankroll. Leaves the master filling his bankroll. His mind's a map of supply and demand, turning charts to gold with a steady hand. Forex flows like rivers in his plan. Bases bow to the market man. Break out at the open, the strategy's tight. Position for the swing, he wins the fight. Risk is measured, the balance precise. Leads on the rise, he rolls the market structure king. Watch him do his thing. Pips and points, the profit sing. Trading like the banks, he's in control. Leaves the master filling his bankroll. Leave the master filling his bankroll.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Leads on the charts, Watching the flow, candles rise up, then they drop down low. Pips in his pocket, he's stacking it tall. Market structure trader, he's got it all. Opening range, it's the key to the game. Breakout moves, profits calling his name. Market structure leads the king. Trading waves, let the profits sing. Mean reversion, he's locked and loaded. Like the banks, his strategy's coded. Just don't lie, he reads every line. Forex indexes, he's making it shine. Positions held with precision and grace. He's in control, it's his trading space. Opening range, it's the start of the show. He's a pro, yeah, he's running the flow. Market structure leads the king.